Sizzlers, on this episode of Sauteing with Sparks, we're going to be doing something that's delicious, healthy, and amazing. We're going to be doing spaghetti. I know what you're thinking. Spaghetti? Yeah, spaghetti. Not just any old spaghetti. Instead of noodles, we're going to be doing Zoodles. Zoodles are zucchini noodles. And, of course, our protein is going to be ground turkey with a homemade marinara sauce that's super quick and easy for you. So, guys, let's get it going. So what you guys are going to need for this recipe is, of course, zucchini, one spiralizer. You're going to need a can of peeled tomatoes, also garlic, onion, and fresh basil, and of course your basics, salt, pepper, garlic, Italian seasoning, crushed red peppers, and of course some olive oil. So guys, let's get cooking. Alright guys, so let's get started. First you're going to add your onions, a little splash of oil in there to coat those onions and make sure they cook. And you want to have your fire at like a good medium heat and just cook those onions until they get like nice and translucent. So right now what we're doing is we're building that flavor. You're letting that olive oil and that onion flavor just sit there and make a little love, it's like I like to call it. So of course you always want to add, you want to season every layer you do. So what we're going to do is going to add a pinch of salt. Pinch of sea salt in there with those onions. And then we're going to add your garlic in there. Not too much garlic, just a little bit. That was about a pinch. This one's going to be 2 pinches. And that's about enough garlic as you're going to need for this recipe. Now we're going to saute them together. So right now you should be able to smell the fresh aroma of those onions and that garlic. Meanwhile, while your vegetables are cooking, we're going to go ahead and move to your tomato sauce. What you guys are going to do is take those canned tomatoes, we're just going to blend them really quick, and then we're going to add them into those vegetables. After you added your tomato sauce, what you want to do is season it up with some salt, some Italian seasoning, red pepper flakes, and of course a little garlic powder and a little pepper. Once you season it up and you taste it, and if you think it's perfect, go ahead and add some fresh basil to there. That's just going to freshen up those canned tomatoes. You already added the fresh onion, the garlic, and now that basil will just top it off even more. While your sauce is simmering, you're going to go ahead and put a top on it and let it simmer for about a good 15 minutes. While that's going, you want to go ahead and start making your ground turkey. Now, of course, ground turkey is a very lean meat. So you guys can do bison, if you want another lean meat, or of course beef wouldn't hurt at all. You could definitely do beef if you guys are on a keto diet. But I just want to do ground turkey as well because, you know, I'm trying to portion out, balance my meals. Because I did a fatty breakfast, I had my sausage and bacon in the morning, so now I want to kind of lean it out with some leaner meats. So I'm going to go ahead and do ground turkey. You're going to add a pound of ground turkey, or however much you guys are going to make for your family. I'm doing 1 pound right now. So you're going to add that ground turkey in. So what you guys want to do is break your meat up once you add it in there and just let it cook, you know. We did add some oil to it just because that ground turkey, like I said, it's very lean, so it's not going to give off a lot of fat, which is that oil that releases out of your meat. So a lot of times if you cook your turkey, you don't have to drain it because it doesn't have that much fat. So I'm adding a little oil in there to kind of balance it out. So yes ma'am, honey, we are cooking. You hear that turkey sizzling in that pan. So now guys, what you want to do is just make sure you keep stirring that turkey. You're going to add that flavor in there. It is in there. It's locked and loaded. We're going to continue to cook our turkey for a little bit longer until that turkey, you see it go from like that gray to some nice brown edges on that turkey. That's going to build you guys some texture when you're cooking it. A lot of people sometimes they say they don't like turkeys because it doesn't always have that texture to it. So you want to add the texture just by cooking it a little longer in that skillet, guys. And that's it. Texture is now on your turkey. So now instead of having that gray turkey, you now have some brown in there. That's going to be some nice texture, give you a little crunch there. Turkey is done and your sauce has been simmering for about 15 to 20 minutes now. You want to just go ahead and add that sauce to that pan. That pan is going to have majority of its flavor there because that's where you use to cook that turkey on. So add your sauce. Next you're going to just mix it all together and it's going to be super delicious because all your flavor is going to be in this pan from when you cook that turkey. Oh yes, it looks amazing. And of course, while we're making those zoodles, well, cutting those zoodles, I should say, you can still have your sauce simmering on a good low heat. So scissors, let's start zoodling. Making your zoodles very easy, depending on your machine, of course. Some actually have an actual spiral machine. Some people use a KitchenAid. So this is one that I bought at the local grocery store. Cost me about $8, super easy to use. So what you guys want to do is take your tops of your zucchinis, cut them off like so, and then put your zucchini in there and just spiralize. And since the spiralizer are giving you these thin spaghettis shaped zucchinis, I'm not going to cook them, because if you cook them, they're going to overcook. So doing this, we're just going to pour that hot sauce with that turkey right on top. In like 1 minute, those zoodles will be nice and tender. The last and final thing, you just have to plate. You have your zoodles, you have your meat sauce, and now you just take a good spoon and you just pour that hot sauce over those noodles. Zoodles. Now, of course, just to finish off this dish, give it a little sprinkle of some Parmesan cheese. Boom. Oh my gosh, you guys caught me. But anyway, that's a wrap. Thank you guys for tuning in to Saute with Sparks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please share, like, subscribe. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your friends. And tell everybody that the Sizzler Gang is the best gang.